Hi, we're Clive, Mel and Gromit, sharing with you the adventures of the captain, the artist and little mate. We've been armchair liveaboards for some time now and the time has come to get serious. I'm sure many of you are similar, or maybe just happy to follow others' sailing dreams. Either way, we encourage you to join us. So here's Mako, a Sydney 40, a boat that I used to race on Lake Macquarie. Now here she's heading south on the December 22 Sydney-Hobart race. They had a great race with a podium finish. Fortunately, heading up the Derwent, there were some engine issues, so they had to leave the boat in Hobart for repairs once everybody come back off their holidays. So once the motor was fixed, the call went out to see who was available to help bring Mako home when there was a nice weather window. So I thought, yes, I'll put my hand up and jumped on the plane and headed down to Hobart. The boat was moored at Prince of Wales Marina north of Hobart, up the river, and we got up early the next morning to head down to the main part of Hobart to stock up and prepare for the voyage. Adrian, Robbo and myself started the journey down from Prince of Wales Marina to the Hobart Marinas, and just under motor, a little bit of a test run, a little bit of smoke happening. We were thinking, is this an issue or not? A few discussions back and forth, and the decision was made at least to continue for now, have a further investigation once at dock and in the morning to test it out again. So we pushed on under the Tasman Bridge to the Hobart Marina. We filled up with fuel, went and did all the shopping up in Hobart, and set the boat up ready for the rest of the crew to arrive. The plan was to get up nice and early the next morning and motor through towards the Denali Canal. This is south down around South Arm and the Iron Pot, and then northeast Denali Canal, which you'll be able to see is up here in the top right corner there, the narrow shallow canal that'll take us all the way through to the ocean rather than going the long way around down the bottom. Here we are at the Iron Pot, and as you'll see there's hardly a breath of air. We're monitoring the motor as we're going. It seems to be not too bad. Settled down a little bit perhaps. So we started to look forward to reaching the canal entrance at the highest tide that we needed to reach there. It was about a 5-ish hour trip to get to the entrance, and yeah, took in the scenery along the way. Beautiful morning's motor sail. So we enter at the southwestern end through a narrow channel. They open a swing bridge for us to go through, so we stop the traffic, and we head through along that long narrow cut, and then we head out into the open and follow the pilotage all the way out into the ocean.
Point 7, she's getting shallower again. 0.5, 0.4. Hold on. Jumping.
A bit of a bastard, aren't you? There's a lot.
There's a lot. Old mate was in there,
I didn't. Hey,
Could have sailed through.
0.6.
You know, Adrian, it probably is a sort of a lead.
It is a lead,
Doubles
yeah.
it is.
It's not a. It's also,
No, it's not traffic lights.
yeah,
2 points right, it's getting all good here.
Tied up now.
there's old mate up there in the high vis on the right.
Smoke them out.
We're through the bridge and into the cut, and then we head out into the more natural channel, which still has a fair number of shallow areas to the side, so we have to be very careful about keeping between the markers, and in some patches to the right side of that channel to avoid them. There's plenty of cross currents as well, which we need to be careful of, and we make our way around through all the zigzags, and we're heading out here into the Tasman, where we can put our sails up, and here we are heading off. A nice breeze, and away we go. So here we are out in the Tasman now, heading north, and sails up, scooting along 7 to 10 knots, and in a whole pod of dolphin came to join us. One of the joys of offshore sailing, and they stayed and played, went away, came back, had a ball. Unfortunately, that was the end of the fun. At about sunset, when we decided to start the motor to recharge the batteries and set up for the night's passage into the Bass Strait, we couldn't start it. Wouldn't even think about turning over. So we had the big dilemma: do we have enough power in the batteries to keep us going and get through, or do we play it safe and head back to Hobart? Hobart was definitely the closest port where we could actually get something done on the motor. Probably the safest place to leave it, and better for us, I think, without the power to use if we need it. We decided to turn around and head the long way around. Obviously, we had no motor, we couldn't get through the canal, so we had to go the long way around. And as luck would have it, it was we were faced with a nice fresh sou'westerly, as often greets the races around that part of the world, and we had to bash into that for a few hours. So finally made it into the Prince of Wales Marina, where it all started, and here we are drying every single part of the boat out to leave her there and get the engine fixed. So here they are entering Newcastle Harbour, having sailed the whole trip, changing the oil every 4 hours, so they had the motor simply for charging the motors and any emergency needs. So a courageous effort to all the guys that actually did that second attempt. We hope you enjoyed that experience, maybe got some inspiration or motivation from it. Let us know what you'd like to see going forwards, and maybe we can help you. Please share with your friends, and if you haven't already, click subscribe, and the more we get subscribing, the more we can hopefully offer to you. And remember, if you can't control the wind, try adjusting your sails. See you soon.